Hey, what to do? Welcome back to the channel. So initially today's video is going to be a completely different video because we have been working like crazy around here. We've been working up front. So as you guys can see, we brought a ton of the PVC that was left over from planting all the trees and doing all the irrigation up front. So we got a little pile right there. We got junk right here. We got more PVC fittings right here. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. But due to recent events, I'm going to tell you guys why you should consider yourselves lucky not to have one of these things, or 3 or 4 or 5, or if you got 99 of these things, I feel bad for your son. That's a dad joke. Anyways, so what we're going to be talking a little bit about today is fuel prices. You guys, as of lately, fuel is just killing me. It's just insane right now. Today went up another 30 cents a gallon for like the 4th day in a row. It's just going out of control, and I don't think it's going to stop till it hits $9 or $10 a gallon. That's just me. I've been talking to some people that are much wiser than I am. They have been in the business for a long time, and they're projecting that $9, $10 a gallon in the next 2 or 3 months, which is a knife to the heart because I love trucking. It's what I love to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today because it's just so bad right now. So before like a hard week of running, I would usually spend anywhere from $800 to $1,000 in diesel per truck. But that was like turn and burn, like full steam ahead, because these trucks were about, I'd say $600 to fill up if they were getting close to the empty side, which I thought was a lot of money. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this girl right here. And I know it's starting to get dark. I'm going to try and show you guys a couple things real quick. This is number 1. This is the girl that started it all. We love this truck. She's been a workhorse, just an awesome, awesome truck. I love the Ultra Cab. I love the bed. I love everything about this truck. So let me show you guys something real quick. Not sure if you guys will be able to see it, but right here, there's a 70 right there. So 70, we're gonna walk around to the other side. This side's gonna be a little bit harder to see just because of the glare, but if you look real closely, it says 80 right there. So 150. So if you guys do some quick math right now, at $6 a gallon, 150 gallons, this thing costs $900 to fill up. And I have to do that more than once a week now. So this thing is just killing me. So this thing is costing me a ton of money to operate right now. And the trucking rates haven't gone up quite where I'd like to see them. Let's go ahead and get this old girl fired up, let it warm up for a little bit. It was cold out here last night, so I'm gonna let it sit for probably about 5 minutes before we get going. Alright, so we are at least trying to fuel up today. I don't have a whole lot to do, just a couple loads to run, but yeah, we're gonna put, I think this machine tops out at 125, maybe $100. It's not gonna get us too much, but right here, the diesel is $5.49, which to me is like crazy. I found it for $5.19, but it's starting to climb up towards $6 a gallon, and this is just starting to get harder and harder. All right, so I'm gonna run some gross numbers in front of you guys. I got 3 of these trucks. Well, one's the heavy haul and then the 2 dump trucks. About 3 weeks ago, to run these trucks all week, I spent almost $3,000 in fuel. You guys, that's just out of control. I know, isn't that a lot of money?
I don't even have that much money.
I know, $3,000 is insane in 1 week. And so it's just like super cutting into our profits, and it's making trucking harder and harder. So we keep trying because that's what truckers do. I feel like this is one of the last professions. I know there's still a couple of them out there, but like, I feel like the real cowboys are truckers. You know, they're gonna find a way to make it happen. They go out and they do the stuff that a lot of people won't do. So like today I'm getting super creative on finding work, and you do what you gotta do to keep these things going. But we're coming up to $100, and we're almost at 20 gallons, 18 gallons, and we're still going. Oh, looks like we're gonna go to 125. So let's see, we're getting close. So we're probably gonna end up with about 2/3 of a tank. We'll see how far we get. Well, we didn't quite make it to 2/3. We're rolling at a little over half. How disappointing. This is so sad. All right, well, we are back for the second time today, and we're gonna put some more in it real quick, just because, you know what? It's not gonna be quite enough for the day. All right, there we go. Another 300, absolutely insane. So this truck has 2 tanks, and as you fill one up, it like goes into the other one. It's not very fast, so that's why you gotta like fill one side up, move the truck real quick, then fill the other side up, and then they equalize out, and then it kind of shows you like the average between the 2 tanks. So, look at this. Still not all the way full today, guys. Oh, shut us off at 500. And we're not even full. That's disgusting. Man, oh man, guys, check this out. Not even full yet. Absolutely insane. So now we're going to talk a little bit about why these fuel prices are actually going to start to hurt everything. So before we do that, I'm going to take this little girl on a lunch date. We're going to head over to Carl's, grab some cheeseburgers, and then we'll get back into why gas prices and fuel prices suck so bad. Now for me, I'm kind of in a unique scenario, and I realize it's not like the best scenario because I live out in the middle of nowhere and I don't trust my trucks leaving them at a yard. I don't want to leave them close to town, especially right now because I think things are about to get a little bit on the scary side. And so I feel and I sleep much better at night knowing that my trucks are safe because they're here, they're out of my place, and we're pretty much far away from everything. If anybody's going to come out here to take something, they have to really want it. And even then, they'll probably find some resistance once they get out here. But because of that, I have to spend a little bit of extra in diesel every day to come out here. So to compensate for that, I'll try and peddle a load somewhere like I did that today. I picked up a load and I found a customer for it out here, so my trip back home wasn't completely wasted and I was able to make a couple bucks. So I've been able to make it work, but given the current rates, you guys, it's getting harder and harder to make it work because nobody's quite to the point where they're like, okay, we're gonna raise our rates, which I get. Nobody wants to spend more money. It's kind of a really touchy subject. I'm gonna sit down for this next part because this was really hard for me to do. You guys, I love to work hard. I don't think I've ever turned work down. It's just something that's like not in my vocabulary. I can't say no. My wife will attest to that. My brother will confirm that. And it's just something that I don't like to do. But today I've got someone that I've been working with for a long time, and I consider him a really good friend. I had to pretty much turn down one of his jobs that's coming up in 2 days because I can't afford the diesel anymore to do it. Kind of like a really touchy subject because I don't want to seem like I'm unreliable, but at the same time, I'm going to be operating pretty close to a loss. And I know it's like right on the edge, but I just made the choice that, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to kind of stick to my guns. And for everybody that's been watching the channel for a long time and following my Instagram, you guys know that like once I say something, I'll usually stand behind it. Like my truck still has that big old decal on the side. I've actually been kicked off of job sites because of my Let's Go brand. They said, you need to sign that truck out, have them take it off or whatever. And I told them, no, I'm not taking it off. So I know it's not like that with everything I say. You know, the crane up here, it's not done yet. We've just been pretty busy trying to like figure everything out right now because with all the changes that are happening, we're having to super adapt. Got this nice light bar right here for my tow truck build, and I just haven't had time to do it because we're having to kind of like restructure things, figure stuff out, what's more profitable, what's not as profitable. So times like these, guys, you need to adapt, overcome, figure out different ways to bring in money, whatever it takes, because when all this boils over like a year or two from now, hopefully we're able to keep our trucks. You know, we'll be the guys up on top. So right now, we're just little guys. We're trying to make it big. We keep pushing forward. We're still doing okay, but it's hard. So I think things are about to get pretty crazy because if I myself am having these concerns, I know I'm not the only trucker. I know all the truckers that I deal with in San Diego, a lot of them feel the same way. But when we start to feel like this, guys, get ready for stuff to get wild. So if you guys think prices are high right now, just wait a couple months. I think it's going to get out of control because the truckers are not going to be able to operate at what they used to, and the prices on everything are just going to go insane. And I don't know how people don't realize this. So my heart goes out to a lot of truckers right now, especially in California, because California mandated that we all go buy new trucks. And if they're not running, they're not making money. And so I'm super grateful to have the work that I have. And we actually might be starting a new venture. You guys know that we started the work up in Sacramento. We might be sending more trucks up there because it is a pretty good deal. So I'm super grateful that we have that. Even though it's like a 12-hour drive away, I'll still do what I have to do to provide for my family. But there's a lot of guys that have these new trucks and these new payments, and they're going to be fighting to get whatever work they can. And so rates are going to stay low because they're going to be competitive, because they're going to have this mindset of I have to work. And I hate to say this, but I think it's going to put a lot of them out of business because they're going to be operating at such small profit margins or even a loss, which I don't know that they can make it. So that's trucking and fuel problems according to James. I could be completely wrong on all of this. And honestly, I hope I am. I hope there's like some solve all button that they push and fuel prices come down and we're able to keep living how we live. But as I see it right now, better hang on to your hats because I think 2-3 months from now, it's just going to be wild. So I don't feel like there's very many industries left that are like the Wild West. I feel like truckers are a rare breed. They're like one of the last real cowboys. There are a couple industries, guys that work in the oil field, they're cowboys. I do want to show you guys some other cool stuff. I won't be all doom and gloom today. I just had to get something off my chest. I feel like it's been burning a hole inside of me. I've never had to do that before. It was so hard to turn down work. I didn't like doing it, but I feel like if I don't take a stand and think that my time and my truck is worth more than the current rate, I feel like they're just going to keep taking advantage of us. And I hate to do it, but I just feel like I had to take a stand. So drop it down in the comments below if you guys think I made a mistake. If you guys think that I should still be running at the current rates, or if I should take a stand and kind of hold my ground, because I think my time is worth more than that. So I'm honestly curious to see what you guys think. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump on the rest of the video. And it should be pretty good. There's going to be some cool stuff. A little bit of misfortune on my end. I thought I was a good engineer. Turns out I'm not, but let's go ahead and jump into the rest of this video. Hope you guys, I can't even talk. So I thought I was a good, that I was a good engineer. Turns out I'm not, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Let's go ahead and jump on into it and let's roll. All right, we're up front. If you guys remember, I don't know, probably 6 months ago, we planted a ton of trees. We still have some that need to get in the ground. So we just took the bucket off, gonna throw the auger on. We're gonna head back over there. We're gonna drill some more holes, get some more trees in the ground, and then we'll show you guys what we got going on up here.
There's gold in there.
Easy. All right, so we got an olive tree. What's this one? I don't remember the name of this one. It's gonna be big, whatever it is. Another olive, cherry, olive, cherry, olive, and then another big tree. Good.
Can I have a trabajo?
Oh, sí, way.
Okay. Careful, don't hurt your butt with that.
Oh. You guys, old man-itis is kicking in. Yesterday I hurt myself. All right, so we were filling up bucket by bucket and just bringing it to the trees, but we just had to do things the easy way. My little tunnel, it didn't make it. We tried moving it a little bit and it just fell apart. So I'm no tunnel engineer and we decided to go ahead and scrap that. All right, well, we are working back out front again today. You guys remember this tunnel that we built? We've been thinking long and hard about what to do with this and how we're gonna tie it in. We just can't quite figure it out yet. So we're still gonna utilize this, but it's just gonna be later on. So we're gonna drag it out of the way, fill this in with dirt, and then we're gonna start building the water feature up here again. So sorry to disappoint, but we just can't figure out how we quite wanna do this yet. So pull it out and the whole thing's just gonna like taco and fall.
See how good that build quality is. This thing just fell apart.
Yeah, probably this thing didn't go so well, so we're pretty much just gonna trash it now. And, we'll try to figure out some use for it later.
It's just these are really small welds to be dragging this thing along. Time for some demolition.
laydown machine, but I have behind me a brand new laydown trailer that we're going to be using today. I did bring a container up with me. We offloaded that a little bit. We'll see how this goes. That big 1055. Ooh, that's a big one. Alright, so basically we brought this machine back because it had quite a few loose fittings, and we just brought it back so I could go through it one more time, just tighten everything up, because this was a brand new machine and it's only got 50 hours on it, and it probably had like 5 or 6 pretty good leaks on it. So we brought it back, they went through everything again, but we're gonna go ahead and load it up, get this guy back on the street and back to work. Go ahead and get this thing fired up. Do-do-do-do. Alrighty, easy street. I'm actually kind of happy to be up here today because it's pouring down in San Diego, I guess. It's raining a lot down there. So I'm happy to be up here. It's sunny skies up in Sacramento, but let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up. Look at that beast of a brush cutter. That's what I need. Alright, let's go get this thing shut off. We are up on the trailer. I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and let's put this tail back up. Super duper easy. Go ahead and put the air back in the bags. Love it. Love it, love it. Alright, we're all tied down, ready to go. It's kind of a little load for this trailer, but it was super duper easy using the tail. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing unloaded, and then I'll go over some of the details of this trailer. It's pretty rad. I'm super digging it. Alright, so next up, this whole portion right here lifts up to this and creates a ramp that goes up onto the top right there. So it's super easy to do. All you have to do is pull this back right here. It kind of comes in. But actually, I don't think you even have to do that. I think it just kind of goes back on its own when you lift the ramp up. So check this out. All right, ramp up. Here we go. And bring it back down. Bingo. Perfect. Sweet. All right, so our goal is to get that roller up here. Alright, so when you pull this up and set it right there, that disengages the clutch, and now this will free spin all the way out to that old roller. Hopefully. Oh, se cayó la cadena. No, bueno. Rookie James, nuevo. Here goes junk tractor number 2. Let's get it up here. This one's a little bit easier to push though. Not quite as heavy as this old girl. And it rolls a little bit easier. Ahora sí, fácil. All right, here we go, all tied down. See if the chain gang approves. Not bad, not bad. Got this old school type tied down, not bad, not bad. Low tire, should be okay. Nice, nice. Oh, almost forgot this guy. Better put this away. That's good, good. Let's hit the road. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this cruise this video. This was a little bit longer video than normal, but I feel like it was a pretty good one, and I had to get some stuff off my chest. But in my last video, I talked a little bit about how I started a Patreon account because there were some people that were wanting to donate to the channel. And so I had my first 3 Patreon donations. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to Mud, Mike, and Joe. These guys all watched my last video where I talked a little bit about doing a Patreon account and how donations were not quite my thing. I was a little bit uneasy, but extremely humbling experience. I'm very grateful that these 3 gentlemen decided to go ahead and donate to the channel. Means a lot. Everything that comes in from the Patreon donations, we're gonna go ahead and like get stuff for the shop. We're gonna try and do cool stuff for you guys. So if you guys feel like donating, there's always a link down below, or I'm not very tech savvy. I might be able to figure out how to put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, don't feel like you guys need to. Again, we'll keep making content regardless. We do have a lot of cool stuff coming up. We do have a lot of work coming up north. We're still trying to figure the logistics out on that one a little bit. But thanks again for watching. If you guys could do me a huge solid, like, subscribe, share this video with your amigos, hit that notification button so you guys can see everything else we got going on. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.